Hello, it's the beginning of November here at Homegrown Veg. We're just entering our winter months, but for the purpose of this video I'd like you to cast your mind back to the beginning of our summer months, May, June. And in May and June time we were harvesting early potatoes. And to help you cast your mind back, I've got a couple of props. This is a 10-inch pot that I've just filled with some compost. Okay. But at the beginning of May, June, this would have a potato growing in it, an early potato. And it will be time to harvest, so we take the top off, we turn this out. Okay, Molly's looking to see if there's a potato, but I don't think she's quite up to speed on what we're doing here, right, sweetheart? It's just a demonstration. So what we've got now is we've got this spent compost, we've got these early potatoes. These are actually King Edward, so they're not earlies, but stay with me on this. So we've got the early potatoes, we've got some spare compost, and we've got a pot. We're going to take these indoors and eat them. Okay. But what we're going to do with this, it's May, June time, there's lots of summer left. We've got an empty pot, we've got some compost, and if we do this with several pots, we've got several pots that are empty and several piles of compost that we need to do something with. So this is what we do at Homegrown Veg. We reinvigorate it with some bloodfish and bone. Okay, we just mix it in. This is my bloodfish and bone. This is a recycled sweet jar. Black bullets. This is a recycled good flower water bucket, and this is recycled compost. We love our recycling. We just do. Don't we, Mom? We love our recycling. Yeah, we just do. So we reinvigorate this spent compost with some bloodfish and bone. We throw it straight back into this pot, and some leeks that we've started earlier in the year from seed. We've hardened those off and we plant those leeks. Okay. Right, let's bring you right up to speed now. Okay, so it's the beginning of November. Those leeks have been in this pot now quite a few months. They've grown on, we're ready to harvest them. So we're going to harvest the leeks now. I'll bring them to this barrow. But remember, these leeks are a second crop from this pot, from that compost. So whatever we get, it's got to be a winner, hasn't it? It's got to be. Okay, let me just go and get the leeks. Come on, Mol, let's get these leeks. Come on. Okay, these are the leeks. This is the 10-inch pot. Some more recycling. These are plastic lemonade bottles, pop bottles, stapled together just to give us some support. We've got those sat over 4 leeks and held in place by rocket sticks. More recycling. We lost one of these leeks. One of these leeks actually went to seed, so I took it out. So there's only 3 in this pot. So we're going to take these 3 leeks today. Let's see what this pot's got. Okay, so I've taken these pop bottles off. That's simply a felt insert just to make them dark, to blanch these guys up, and I think you can see that they are quite white all the way up the shank. Now, because these guys have a big root system, I've actually only planted them in these pots about 1 inch deep. Okay, so the majority of that pot will be full of root. There won't be any leak in it, all the leeks above ground, and that's why we put the covers on to blanch them up. So I'll just see if this wants to lift out of this pot. in a wanna. Might do, it might not. Okay, let's see if we can lift these guys out. Okay, now this is something you won't be able to do if you've grown leeks in your garden. You've had a frost, you won't get them out. So how's that looking? There's the root ball we talked about. This pot's full of roots. 3 leeks. Okay. I'll just get my towel and we'll take these leeks. Okay, so these are not show leeks. They're just leeks that are going to go indoors and be eaten. If you want show leeks, I think you're looking at polytunnels, big pots, 1 leek in a pot, a bit more fresh compost, but all this is just recycled stuff right now. Did I say these are in about 1 inch? I think I did. So if I go in at about 2 inches, I should be below the white. Let's hope I am, otherwise this will come out with half a white. Did I tell you I've been down the beach today? Did I tell you me and Molly have been on the seashore today? Did I mention that? Can't remember whether I did. Well, I shot a little video while I was down there, not a lot. But there's been a fresh delivery of seaweed. I thought you might like to see that. Hey, there we go. Hold on, Bob. Let me just knock this off. Yeah, there's been a fresh delivery of seaweed. There now. I think roughly where my finger is was the top of that that compost. So look, there is about 1 inch, isn't there? We'll just take that root off. Hey, look at that, there's the evidence, look. A very, very small potato that I didn't get out. Molly's got her eye on this. That I didn't get out when I recycled that compost. A very small potato that I missed. Oh, Molly hasn't missed it. Have you not looked? You have not, sweetheart. Right, save this guy. Yeah. And this guy here. So, hey, we've done well, haven't we? We've had recycled pop bottles, recycled water buckets for a pot, recycled compost that's already grew potatoes, recycled rocket sticks to hold the pop bottles in place, and a second crop in the same year. Get a load of those. Well, I'll just tidy this one up a bit more. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to strip a couple of flags off these and let you get a better look. Let's take that one off. That'll tidy it up. Look at that. No, I don't think you like those, Mob. If I can fairly sure you don't. Now what I want to do is, to give you an idea of size, I'm going to offer up one of these 10-inch pots. And they're roughly 10-inch diameter, 10 inches tall. Okay. Now then, take a look at this. Let me see if you're getting these, guys. Yes, you are. And just reach across for this pot. Okay, so this is the 10-inch pot that these guys grew in. Right. This guy here, how much white is there on that? Come on, that pot's 10 inches tall. Come on, homegrown veg. That pot is 10 inches tall. That leek was only into that pot about 1 inch deep. Now if I hadn't planted these leeks after the early potatoes, I would have got nothing out of this pot again. That would have been it, finished for the year. Compost finished for the year. But look at that. I've got 3 leeks. I would have had 4 if the other one hadn't gone to seed. All over 10 inches in length from recycled compost in a cut flower water bucket. Blimey, hey, it's worth doing. So for next year, I mean, obviously if you're down the allotment, you're going to be growing a lot more than this, and you're not worried about small pots, and if you've got a polytunnel, well, you can do all kinds of things. But if you're growing veg at home, these pots are ideal. They don't take up a lot of space. They stand on your patio. These are the results. Look at that. That and that, out of that, in the same growing season. Come on. Come on, that's a result. That's a result, Molly, isn't it, lass? Yeah, Molly says that's a result, so it's a result. So if you want to have a go at this, no doubt you'll be ordering your seed potatoes around about Christmas time. Get some leek seeds as well. Start your seeds off indoors on a windowsill. Grow them on. Plant your early potatoes when the time's right. Harvest them when the time's right. And that's exactly the time to bring your leeks into play. You'll have stood them outdoors for a couple of weeks to harden them off. Plant them up in the pots. Whoa, come on. Okay, Molly, when we go indoors, remind me that clip of film we took today on the beach, remind me to put it on the end of this video. Will you do that? Yes, you will. Okay, so this is Homegrown Veg, signing out.